Our topic for today is all about rational algebraic equations, transformable to quadratic equations. So I have here three examples that we're going to answer. Let's start with number one. First copy number one. So we have here x over 2 minus 3 over 2x equals 1/4. Next, look at the denominator. Our denominator here are 2, 2x, and 4. Now we're going to look for the LCM. First, factor out the common factor. From the 3, the common factors are 2. So let's divide all of those three terms. We're going to have here 2 divided by 2 will give me 1. 2x divided by 2 will give me x. And 4 divided by 2 will give me 2. Now, to look for the LCD, just multiply all of those numbers. Multiply all of these numbers. So we're going to have here 2 times 1 times x times 2. And that will give us 4x. So let's write our LCD now for number 1. LCD is 4x. So I'll just erase this one. After solving for the LCD, we can now multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. So I'm going to write it here, x over 2 minus 3 over 2x equals 1/4. Then multiplying both sides, let's put a bracket here. Multiplying both sides by 4x, since that is our LCD. Remember, if you have a whole number, always multiply it with the numerator. So again, 4x times x will give me 4x squared all over 2. Minus, so copy minus sign here. 3 times 4x, so again, we'll be distributing 4x for each term. So 4x times 3 is 12x over 2x equals, then 4x times 1 will give me 4x over 4. Now, let us simplify. The first term is 4x squared over 2. So, dividing 4 by 2 will give me 2x squared. Just copy x squared, and then we have here 2 from 4 over 2. Minus. The second term is 12x over 2x, and that will give me 6. Obviously, we can now cancel out x, and then 12 divided by 2 will give me 6. Equals. And we can cancel out 4. This will give me x. Next. The next thing you do is to transform this into standard form. So let's write them in standard form. We're going to have here, the first term is 2x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. Alright, so this is our standard form. Next, apply the methods in solving quadratic equation. So you can use any method that you think is appropriate in solving for the roots or the solutions. So I think we could use here, let's try factoring if it is applicable here. So we're going to multiply a and c. So let's get here some scratch. I'll be putting here a scratch. Then multiplying the first coefficient by the constant term, that will give me negative 12. And then this negative 12 is the number that we're going to factor. Now, let's try. Let's make some trial and error. And what if I try 4 times 3? Since this is negative, maybe I could put here negative 3. And then, multiply, getting the sum, this will give me a sum of 4 minus 3 is 1. Oops. Look, I have here a negative value for 1. So I need a negative 1. So I think this factor is not appropriate for this equation. So let's try another factor. Negative 4 times 3. Negative 4 plus 3. their sum is -1. So we could use this factor. So this will be our factor. Now, before we continue, uh, make sure that you should look first at the value of a. The value of a here is 2. So again, before proceeding with the factoring, like this one, so I'll be writing x. Make sure to divide these factors by 2. So that's right there here over 2 over 2. So dividing this one, this will give me -2. And then the other is 3 over 2. Alright? So next, -4 divided by 2 gives me -2. And then this 3 over 2, just copy. This will be our factor for our equation. So this is going to be x minus 2. Then the other one is x plus 3 over 2. Alright, so I'll be erasing this scratch now so we could have some space. Now, using zero product property, we could have your x minus 2 equals 0. Then the other one is x plus 3 over 2 equals 0. Applying APE, so we're going to have your x equals 2. And then the other one, that's going to be x equals -3 over 2. And now we have solved problem number